Hello, just continuing our point and click adventure, Gabriel Knight Sins of Our Fathers. I'm on day 3 in game time. Let's load it up and see where we were. Okay. This day has just started. Let's see what we've got to do. So last time, I think we were just researching some woman who came to one of the voodoo shops to ask about stuff. What's this? Let me remind myself.
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing.
Oh, that's right. We found a phone number, so we're going to have to make some calls to get in contact with that person. Let me just put the music down a bit. For some reason, it always starts really loud. Anyway, let's read the newspaper first, day 3.
Today's news. Times Picayune, dated June 20, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
Okay. Looks like we might have a new location to investigate today. The university. What else do we have? Hold on. I haven't used any of these things yet. It's a flashlight, hair gel. That's like a what they call vicar outfit. Brick. There's this code we haven't deciphered yet.
It's Gabriel's sketch of the series.
Ah, yeah, I remember. There was an artist in the park who was going to put the pieces together of the things we've been finding at the murder scene, like patterns. He's going to put it together to make a picture, so we need to go collect that. Let's talk on Grace, and then we'll go make some calls.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they're interrogating a suspect this morning, and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
Something else to do.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Do you have more messages for me?
That man from Germany called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours. I took down his number. If you change your mind and want to give him a call back, just ask me for it.
Do you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure, I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Okay, I've got 2 phone calls to make now.
Here's that phone number.
Thanks.
So go work out how to use the old-fashioned phone. It's in the bedroom, I think.
It's customary to pick it up first.
Okay, pick up the phone. And then I guess we can use this. No, I've just got a dial. I can't look at this, can I? It's not gonna let me. It's not make me memorize the number, is it? Let's have another look.
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
Oh. No, that's not right. The page is there. Let me open it. Here we go. Need to find the right one. It was Kazanu, I think, one of these four over here, look.
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
I guess you have to just dial them then. 555 1270. I think that's a 7. No, it's not a 7, because that's a 7 is a different shape. Yes, it is. Oh, I can't tell if it's a 1 or is it a 7. I think a 7. So 1270. Let's try that one first. I've forgotten it. I think it was 1570, right? My memory is terrible.
May I take your order?
That's pizza.
Wrong number, I guess.
Jeez.
That's pizza. Okay. What was next? That one doesn't have an initial. Let's try the middle one. 1280.
Hello?
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
That was her, I think. Just try the rest just in case. Look at this again. Wish you could just dial it. Here we go. That was that one. Pretty sure that was the right one though. I wonder if we can ring the veterinary surgery. Could we know the name of the dog from that phone call? Then we could find the address, right? What else would this be here? Yeah, that's going to be it. So 555 6170. 6170.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Do you have a Madame Kazonu as a client?
Madame Kazanu? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
Nailed it. Right, we have an address. Did you write that down or are we just going to go there? Anyway, let's do this one first. That's a long number. Hopefully we can just use that.
It's customary to pick it up first.
Oh, don't make me dial that entire number. I'll have to write it down on a bit of real paper, aren't I? Oh no, maybe it'll be up there so I can see it. It's okay. $4909. $324. Free.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht?
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Yeah, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel Knight. Why are you calling me Mr. Ritter?
I have been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What the hell are you talking about?
It is hard to explain on the phone. I have had senses, feelings about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked down. I had a sense that Heinz had a grandson, but until these dreams started, I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Yes, Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know, Gabriel. Come to Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. It is our family home. I will tell you everything when you come. You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly I don't know you from Adam, and I'm not going to fly off to Germany even if I could afford it.
Gabriel, please. If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors. Promise me you will read it.
Well, I'm pretty busy.
Please, Gabriel, you are the last of our line. I am too old to carry on. You are our last hope. Please, for your family, read the journal.
All right, I'll look at it.
Good. Now be careful and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
It's going to take a while to come. Alright, we're done in here. I think we're done phone numbers now. Anything else we can ring? Let's have a look. World Travel Agency. Probably need that another day to go to Germany. Then there's loads of other numbers. Look, don't think any of these are any good. Kanoa. Cantor. Yeah, nothing else here is useful. Alright. Off we go then. I think I'll start in the park. I'll have to talk to Grace about that later, just in case I need to.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Have fun.
Alright, I'm going to start in the park. Get that picture from the guy. That's new. What are they doing? Let's have a look.
Madame Lorelei, the fortune teller, is garbed in a belly dancer's outfit and wears a boa around her neck. A real boa.
I wonder if we can check the snakes.
Come on, boys.
against the-
Hoopla.
Got the snake scale. She moves like Stan from Monkey Island.
Thanks, boys.
Could I ask you a few questions, Madame Lorelei?
The only answers I give are given in my reading. I'm sure your palm would be quite interesting. Come on, boys. Hoopla!
That's gonna get pretty annoying pretty quick. Where'd the snake go?
The booth is a colorful melange. It announces the owner as Madame Lorelei and gives prices for palm reading, $20, crystal ball gazing, $15, and birth charts, $50. The booth is a color.
Thanks, boys.
Does this mean anything to you?
No. Does this price list mean anything to you?
Does this mean anything to you?
No. Does this price list mean anything to you?
Don't think I can do anything about money at the moment. Can't look at the snake.
Does this mean anything?
Nope. Can't touch the snake.
Madame Lorelei seems less approachable when she's behind that booth.
Oh, let's grab her when grab her when she dances.
Come on, boys. Hoopla!
Gabriel.
Not a bad idea. Ooh, baby, I love the way you move.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hip.
Yep, she wants me.
Thanks, boys.
The veil belonged to the fortune teller. It's covered with shiny iridescent sequins. Those two objects would have no effect. Gabriel examines the veil with a... That sequin looks a little strange. Why, it's a snake scale.
Busted. We found it. So that matches the other one we've got. So does that help?
There's a snake scale caught on the veil.
Can we take it?
The fortune teller's veil is studded with sequins.
Oh, we need to use the tweezers, don't we? Like last time, perhaps.
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to remove the snake scale from the veil. Gabriel has a scale from the fortune teller's boa. Gabriel magnifies the scale from the fortune teller. The iridescent scale is hued olive green. It doesn't seem to match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain. Gabriel doesn't want to return the scale. It might be useful.
I think this veil belongs to you.
Huh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates, and so handsome as well.
Well,
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune-telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong. Yes and no, yet so delicate and flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous one, dark and beautiful. Ah, I see the road of your life forking. And very soon.
The blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you okay?
No. Oh God! Beware! Beware!
Escalate quickly.
What is it about me lately?
Right, let's go get our painting. Actually, let's see if there's anything else in the store before we go. Should take a snake.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park. Madame Lorelei's booth is deserted. Gabriel would not mind picking up a few extra bucks by using... Why do that? Why do... Gabriel... There is... There's no one... Gabriel does... The artist is an able draftsman, but in terror...
How's it going today?
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow, this is great.
Uh-huh. Just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh, forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and good luck.
Right, let's have a look at this thing that it's got. Should be a painted like a
This
circle.
is the last... The reconstructed Veve was done for Gabriel by a technical artist. Gabriel can see that the artist's reconstruction of the voodoo murders pattern looks accurate to Gabriel. Something about it seems vaguely familiar and creepy.
I don't recognise it. But no, we're done here. We can go somewhere else now. We can go to the pet shop, or we can go to the police station for some interrogation. Why didn't you leave? Need to get out of here. Alright, let's do the pet shop, I think, first. No, it's not pet shop, is it? It's the woman's house. No, let's do the police precinct first, actually. We've got a suspect, apparently.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
You son of... Give me back my badge. Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? Well, you borrowed again in your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy, anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square. Pushing coke. He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. You been present at the so-called voodoo ritual?
I don't know nothing. I told you.
Come on now, you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go, man.
Now, you relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes, like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now, who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Oh, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
By now they know I'm here. I mean, it's different when I'm supposed to come here. Or if I can send a message. Tell them I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's frickin' useless. Take him back to detain him, would you, Tony? I tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum and damn the civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn! We only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I might have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction, that's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do.
Alright, let's get back to this. So, well, I guess we've talked to him first, but we can show him the picture we just had drawn. Maybe that'd be of interest to him.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
That's cute, Gabriel. Almost looks legit. I'm sure our police artists would be amused at your techniques.
That wasn't helpful. Didn't like it. What else we got? Got the two snake bits. I don't know who wants to see those.
I have this.
That's nice, but I'm busy with the real investigation now.
He's not interested, is he?
This
No.
is...
Let's just talk to him normally then.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
What's the status on the Voodoo Murders case?
It sure as hell ain't going well. There's a lot of brakes being applied in different areas of the investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and they're not exactly upstanding citizens. I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
What do you know about the Voodoo Murders?
What else do you want to know?
Oh, nothing, never mind.
Sure, no problem.
Doesn't seem to be anything new to talk about. Apart from
Do you know
snakes.
anything about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is...
I didn't even want to talk to the accused.
You been feeling okay lately? You look like hell.
Me? You know, I can't sleep at night, what with thinking about the case and thinking about Annie.
I can relate.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Later, Knight.
Can I ask you a few questions, ma'am?
I'm sorry, sir, but I really have to finish these reports.
Gabriel should go. It's an antique umbrella stand. Gabriel is standing. That doesn't seem to...
Can I bother you again?
No, it's not. You can ask to see him. Okay, we'll sort of leave. Go to the lady's house.
Yes? Who is it?
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic, young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away.
That went well. Let's try again with a different option.
Yes? Who is it?
I have some fine magazine subscriptions for sale.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested.
I've got some great pet supplies. Could you cool little doggy?
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Thanks a lot, Castro.
Land shark.
You are no Bill Murray.
Please let me talk to you, Madame Cazanou.
I don't talk to strangers, young man.
Ah, she's a Catholic. Look what we've got.
The black shirt won't do Gabriel much good the way it is.
What does that mean? I've got to wear it. How do I wear it?
Using that on...
How do I put it on? Open?
That object. It's a priest's shirt.
Alright, maybe we have to go get dressed in it. Let's go to the church again.
Gabriel cannot go in there. There's no reason to... The shirt might prove... There's no reason to wear that at the
I
moment.
don't know how to put it on. I'm not sure if I can. Damn, okay. Let's go to university then. There was somewhere else we haven't been. We can always come back to this. I'm gonna work out what to do. Ah, lady's back. Let's talk to her again.
Gabriel should get her attention first.
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Stay away from Maryageti, or you shall pay with your life.
What the hell is going on?
That was weird.
It looks like the lecture is just starting. Gabriel decides to record the session.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of the subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems had. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all those spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. One tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices: animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa, and this is called being ridden. The human worshiper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god; Ezruli, the mistress of love; Papa Nebo, or Gede, the lord of death; Agwe, the spirit of water; Legba, spirit of the crossroads; and the cruelest and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction. Ugh.
Oh, I gotta get more sleep at night.
A tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called Hounfours. Their priests, Hungan or Bokors. Their priestesses, Mama Loa. In a Voodoo Hounfour, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a Poto Mitan. The ritual circle is prepared with a veve, a pattern of symbols. Each tribe's veve is slightly
So that's
different,
what we found. That's what
consisting
we got a
of
sketch of.
complex symbols that identify their
Just
special
talk to him
Loa.
afterwards, I guess.
During ritual conclaves, initiates dance under the supervision of a Bokor and a Mama Loa, or head priestess. The use of totems or animal masks and markings was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves include the ritual gourd or asson, the ritual knife or kubasa.
That knife gives me the chills.
The ritual whip or fouet cache, and the ritual coffin or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the Mama Loa for
The
specific
coffin was in the
magical
museum,
rituals.
like a little tiny one.
The Mama Loa is the most powerful figure in any Voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. Mama Loa is the supreme woman. She, butterflies, fireflies.
Firelight. No, what is Gabriel?
What? I can't see.
Gabriel, get in.
Can't. It's too small for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel, hide.
No, no, let me out.
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my God, sorry.
Right, let's go talk to him. Gonna save it as well. Will any further? Okay, let's go. Oh, never mind. It's fine.
Are you a student?
No. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Can you tell me anything about this pattern?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back. Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself. Each of the symbols in the veve represents something, a loa, a place. Where did you get this?
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You think this Veve is authentic, then?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely. But I'm, undercover. You can contact me at the St. George's Bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this if you don't mind.
Dr. Hartridge's office is crowded with masks, carved figures, and strange objects. The squatter grins maliciously at Gabriel. Dr. Hartridge's office is crowded with masks, carved figures. That mask is... Dr. Hartridge's desk is exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered office. Dr. Hartridge's...
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
You already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake and learn something.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Just what I read in the papers until you showed me that Veve. I wasn't interested before, but now, yes, I'd like to figure out where these people come from and what they're up to. They are obviously some very frightening and deadly serious voodoo.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I find it interesting to see the occasional fragment of voodoo practices in the everyday culture of New Orleans.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel, huh? Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
Cabri sans Coeur? Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats.
The shopkeeper said about that.
If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Suspicious.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
Can you tell me anything about that?
I told you I would research.
Have you ever heard?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Mr. Knight. All right, Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual, when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often. Any other questions?
No.
Bit of an overshare too.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if that's what the gods demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loa, such as Papanigo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that the Loa will simply take it for themselves.
The letter is addressed to Heinz
Let's see what
Ritter.
else we can show him.
Gabriel.
Maybe these, see if they're from a mask.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Mm-mm. The symbols.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I've never seen those symbols, therefore they're probably meaningless.
Really? Are you sure?
I am never wrong, Mr. Knight. Therefore, sure is not in my vocabulary.
Draw a photo too.
Is there anything you can tell me about the voodoo aspects of this photograph?
This is serious voodoo ritual. Nasty stuff.
In what way?
Let's see. I can't make out much detail from this photograph. Except for the corpse, of course. But the wound, the face, and what little I can see of the ritual paraphernalia. Reminds me of certain black voodoo and practices. Very rare. I've never witnessed them myself, you understand.
Really? Interesting. Thanks. Up for a few more. Tell me what you mean by black voodoo.
Well, like any religion, the beliefs can tend toward positive or negative ends. Can be used for good or evil. Christianity, for example, has its doppelganger, Satanism. Anytime you attempt to set up an icon to explain evil, you invite some warped mind to worship it. The same is true of voodoo. There are those who are drawn by and desire personal power from the darker, bloodier Loa.
Alright, we're done here. So let's go out. We need to find a disguise now. We've got the priest shirt, but we need a full costume. So we can get into that woman's house.
Okay, thanks.
Good day, Mr. Knight.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Greek night at the Alpha Psi Omega frat house. It looks like it took place sometime last spring.
Alright, the only place relevant then. I think we've got to go back to the cathedral. It's the only place I'm going to get a disguise. Might go to the drugstore later if we don't finish Maybe also the Voodoo Museum about that coffin. But yeah, we need to talk to this woman, so we need to get in as a priest. I think there must be more uniform somewhere. We've got the shirt. I guess we need like the what's it called? The tie thing they wear. See if we can see anything in here. Need him to move out of the way a bit.
Long ceremonial robes hang in the closet. The closet shelves are stocked with the odds and ends of a saintly life. There's a box of white priest's collars in the closet.
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Gabriel is carrying a priest's shirt and collar which, surprise, surprise, do not belong to him. There's no
Right, let's go back to the woman's house. I wish there was a quicker way to get back to the map. All the way to the bottom.
All right, but this is private.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Well, Father, you should be ashamed of yourself being so ill-groomed. I am sure the bishop would never approve. You can just go get a haircut before you come calling on me again. I know my duty, Father, but a priest seeking contributions should take pains to represent the church with respect.
How old? Alright, at least know what the hair gel we got earlier is for now.
The things I do for my art.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
I see you've taken my advice, Father. I didn't mean to be harsh, but the church is the church.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
Exactly. Come in, Father. Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Madame seems to like candles. Gabriel wonders if these two are specialties of Mr. Walker's shop. The painting behind the couch is a Madonna and Child. Madame's parlor is full of carefully dusted and polished relics of her past. The folding screen has a colorful pattern. It looks oriental. The plant looks healthy, despite Gabriel's vague impression that Castro makes great use of it. Like all good hostesses, Madame has candy out for her guests. Madame finds comfort in these iconic images, it seems. Madame's antiques are probably worth... The tea service has been polished recently. Madame uses it with her Creole sisters, perhaps? There's an old-fashioned jewelry box on the coffee table.
This might be rude.
Madame will open or close her own jewelry.
Okay. Alright, let's talk to her first then. Actually, let's use this prompt.
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
Ah, but no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, Father.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
People think I'm just a foolish old woman, but I know the things they do. My family's been in New Orleans since 1750, so I know more than most. Voodoo people are all over this city, in the shops, everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands of your hair at the store when you try on the clothes. You have to be so careful. But I know their ways, so I can protect myself. I know how to use the magic too, and I can counteract their evil spells.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, Father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know. Even here in this room. But I try not to let them know about me. That's the best way.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleanians are of French origin, you know. My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes! They're evil creatures. Did you know that evil people can send them into your dreams? They can. That's why I never sleep.
Right, thanks. What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui! I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwick Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, Father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sankor means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
It means goat without horns.
Ah, Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart, pure evil.
She knows a lot.
Do you know?
No.
Do you know anything about Veves?
No.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Oh, yes, Father. It is the wickedest kind. The kind they practice here in New Orleans.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans.
It'll be dead giddy, isn't it?
It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Laveau, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound fool.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there, I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away, don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
It's a bracelet in the shape of a snake.
I think that's enough, Father.
Oh, right. Here you go.
What do I have to do with that? Steal it?
Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions, madame? Can I see that snake bracelet again? I'm not sure the first blessing took, and I'd like to re-bless it.
All right. I do admire your thoroughness, Father. Here's the bracelet, Father.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away, don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
This is the only opportunity I've got to do something with it. I don't know what else I've got. Can draw a sketch of it, maybe? What's that? What's that there?
It's a piece of brick.
Can't use brick.
This is the first.
Don't know. So let's try the sketchbook.
There's no point in using that on the bracelet.
I think that's enough, Father.
Oh, right. Here you go.
Let's go somewhere else. I don't know what else to do here.
Well, madame, I must be going.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this. Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Just want to check out the coffin in here, because that was in the dream.
Professor Hartridge said that in Voodoo, a small ritual coffin is called a seke module. The little coffin is empty.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Do you know Malia Geddy?
Should I?
She referred me to your museum.
Many have read about our museum in the newspapers, Mr. Knight.
That's a good point. Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Walk carefully out there, Mr. Knight.
There's a few places we haven't gone on day 3, so let's just walk around and see what there is.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks in here.
Do you know anything about Veves?
Never heard of it.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Are you kidding? Around here?
Well, if there are, I don't think anyone in his right mind will. What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities, too. Been coming in here, what, 10 years now?
Don't remind me.
We're still waiting for that bestseller.
Don't hold your breath. Can I ask you some questions?
I'm here to relax.
Right. Excuse me.
What? He's right.
Are you sure I can bother you with a few questions?
Mr. Please.
Yeah, right. Got a crowbar?
Shut up, you
Sorry to bother you, but could I ask you if you...
I'm not that chatty.
No, you bastard.
Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam dry. Go bug someone else.
You're a real
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm trying.
You know, Sam,
Shut up, Marcus.
A sharp-eyed gentleman in that tabletop has an inlaid chessboard. That would be rude.
Could I ask you a few questions? What can you...
That's about all I can... Don't know.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
Hi, how's it going?
It's been worse.
Don't really know what to do. Don't have anything else. It's a brick. Don't know. Those two know about voodoo, but they won't talk to me. let's go somewhere else.
Hi. Uh-huh. Hi there. Is this your store?
This is a Dixieland drugstore, and I own it, me. Name's Walker. Will it?
It's nearly... The sign say, Special Saint Jean Eve, Lagnappe, free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil, with every purchase over $50.
Lagniappe. My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something.
The mask appears to be made from a real crocodile head.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Like the ones in the voodoo rituals they do for the tourists?
Right.
I used to sell a few as souvenirs. The only one left is Willie Jr. over there. The old crocodile. Well, he's sort of a mascot now here.
About Willie Jr., would you be willing to let him go?
Maybe. For $100.
$100? You've got to be kidding.
Me and Willie Jr. very close now. I could part with him for less.
Would you take 50
like
for
I
Willie
need
Jr.?
him.
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $100.
Would you?
To get the mask Gabriel.
I've got to go raid the till in the shop then, if I want the mask.
Hey.
Gabriel checks the drawer.
Gabriel, that's all the change money I have. Touch it, and you can kiss your hand goodbye.
Would I do that to you?
Gabriel, that's all the change money I have. Touch it, and you can kiss your hand goodbye.
Would I do that to you?
Where do I get the money then? Don't have any money on me, do I?
It's certainly light enough, but rather useless, as Gabriel well knows.
Hey, kids.
Bruno.
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious. You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My fares are so tight.
Oh, there's the answer. So this douche.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this. Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
I don't believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do. Do you know...
No, I don't. But it sounds dangerous.
Do you have... I have a pattern I need you to research.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Ugh. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing glove.
Let's go buy our mask. And then we've got the moolah.
See you later.
Good luck.
Hi. Can I?
This is the...
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir.
Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you's having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
The crocodile mask is made of genuine... Gabriel... The small bottle is labeled Master Gambling Oil.
Don't know what that's for. Alright, what have we got to do then? There's nothing else there. Done there. Got no reason to go back to the cemetery, I don't think. Done all these. There were them two guys who wouldn't talk to me in there. Don't know how to make them talk to me. Done there. Couldn't talk to anyone else there. Don't need to see grandmother. Done university. Nothing to do at Getty. I don't know if we didn't do like a crime scene. Probably not. If we've done anything here. I don't know. A bit stuck actually. Doesn't know there's anything here, does it? Nah, let's go back to talk to them guys, see if we can work out what they want. Oh yeah, we need to do something with that bracelet. Don't know what yet though.
Could I ask you? So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember. That's about...
Do you know...
Black voodoo? Nah. I prefer...
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks in here.
Nothing like a good game of chess, huh?
Yeah, well, this isn't a good game. This is torture.
Oh well, have fun. So, having a good game?
I'm concentrating.
Fine, all right. Sorry to bother you, but...
I'm not the chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you bastard, you're not.
Besides...
you're a real sweetheart, Marcus.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game.
Sucking and
Can I
dry.
ask you a few questions?
They betting then.
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter.
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
Wait, what was that thing I got? What was it? What does gambling oil actually do?
The small bottle is labeled Master Gambling Oil. Gabriel can see that. The small bottle is labeled Master Gambling Oil. The label reads Master Gambling Oil, but no ingredients, warnings, or instructions are included.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
Okay.
I don't have a game, that's my
That was a bit
problem.
obscure, wasn't it?
Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe. This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this. That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd put in here?
Careful, you don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
Ha! There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Smiley Big Mouth. Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate!
You, Aaron, just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Hallelujah, I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do. Can I ask you some questions now?
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I'd be...
So, how do you feel now?
Couldn't be better.
So, how do you feel now?
Couldn't be better.
Sam is a changed man since his major victory. That...
Can I ask you some questions now?
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I've been stuck in this spot too long to know much about anything.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
What can you tell me about your regulars? What can you tell me about your regular? What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. We're still waiting.
Don't. What can you tell me about?
That's about all I can say about this crowd.
What can you tell?
That's about all I... That's...
What? Don't.
I...
What? Rel...
Either... It's... See... This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly... In other words, they're in...
What can you tell me about your...
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, it's not that he's a bad player. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
Really? Thanks. Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
This is the...
Does this mean anything to you?
Not really.
According to Google, Gree is an amulet. A voodoo amulet. Oh, I guess like the bracelet I'm trying to get hold of, which I can't actually get. This game doesn't give you much help, does it? Yeah, there's a lot of illogical things so far in this game. Yeah, I got stuck, so I looked it up. I didn't want to, but so apparently, and this makes no sense, I might have missed something here. Apparently I missed some clay to make a mold. I thought I didn't know what else to do. There's nowhere else I could steal the bracelets. You need a mold of it. And apparently you have to get some from here, but I never would have known. It doesn't like highlight things for you to know. So it's completely random. Why would you know this? Yeah.
Yuck.
Not as intuitive as some of the point and click adventures like Monkey Island, but oh well. We've done the rest up till now on our own, so it doesn't matter. Let's go back to that woman's house. There's no way I would have found that. There was no clues. There's no way I would have found that without looking. Yeah, very difficult. Alright, let's put this outfit back on.
Alright.
Fix up our hair.
This.
The thing.
And then we'll go inside.
Yes? Who is it?
It's...
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now.
Can I see that?
Here's the bracelet, Father.
Bless this bracelet of a snake.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless, this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
I feel so much better now.
Well... I'm not going back on the... Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
What's left to do? There's anything left to do. Let's go talk to Grace again. She's doing research.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back, though.
Oh boy, party time.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
That wall sure looks bare without Dad's painting.
What else to do? I don't know. Go back to the police station, maybe?
I'm going out.
See ya.
Nothing's changed. The only place we haven't been is cemetery. Let's go there again. This is different.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come back tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Damn it.
Gabriel's done all the begging he can muster.
Alright, let's just go back to all the places we haven't been, because maybe there's little bits like that everywhere. There's no other leads until tomorrow, so I guess we're just wrapping up before the next day starts. Oh, that's the end. Okay, that was it. On to day 4, which I'll be playing another night. Let's just wrap up here and see where we are.
Excuse me, I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. Yeah, it's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
Day 4. I spoke to one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears. Why is there someone looking in the window? I guess I'll find out tomorrow because I'm not playing anymore tonight. But yeah, I'll just go through my items and recap what we're doing. And save it, obviously.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something.
He's creepy. Look, he's staring in.
I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have it your way.
Alright, so to finish the day, well, starting the day, but to finish this session, we have a newspaper clipping she just gave me about that murder, which we'll investigate. We've done the phone, done the letters, an alligator mask for some reason, crocodile head, 2 snake skin scales, we don't know what to do with those yet. Still got the code, we don't understand yet. The guy at the university was looking into this pattern, we need to go see him. We have obviously the bracelet that I gave to the guy in the pub who's making a cast, we'll go see him as well today. And I think that's about all the leads we have right now. Maybe go back to the police station as well, because they were trying to interrogate. But yeah, those are day 4 activities, so let's save it, and yeah, we'll call it there. We'll come back to it. This game could really use a hint system. There's a couple of illogical bits, like in the first day there's the clock puzzle was really obscure, and obviously this day 3 having to randomly find clay at the crime scene and use it to make a cast. There was like no hints. There was no indication that's what you needed to do, which was a little bit difficult. I mean, what's that button do? No, there's no hints. Yeah, I had to look up the walkthrough for that one, but never mind. It's yeah. Maybe the remastered version they fixed it, but I don't know. I like playing this old one. So yeah, call it there. See you later. We'll play the next one the next day, day 4, another day. So bye bye.